guys? This is Slime Boss here, and welcome to the long-awaited finale of the Mario Kart tier list series. Today, we are going to be doing our ranking of the Mario Kart 8 Deluxe Booster Course Pass Cups. So this is technically the finale episode of this part of this. But I am, of course, joined by my co-hosts, Gamer Bro and Hylian Hero. Without further ado,
what's up, guys?
What's up?
let's just do this. We're gonna start with the Golden Dash Cup, which includes Paris Promenade, Toad Circuit, Choco Mountain, Coconut Mall. I should probably preface by saying I also am not going to participate this time, but I will be back next time we ever do a tier list ranking. But go ahead. Where do you guys put it, and where do you want to put it?
Go for it.
There's only 12 cups, and as you know, I didn't have any tracks lower than C, so my tier list goes as low as B, but that's where Golden Dash is, middle of B.
This cup is kind of
the average
terrible. Cup. Its cup is terrible outside of Coconut Mall. I hate being that person, but like Coconut Mall, so C tier.
Wow.
I did not like this cup. Looking at it,
Coconut Mall's what put it in B for me.
So where
if it wasn't for Coconut Mall, it probably would have been an F tier for me.
Where are you guys gonna put it on your overall?
Like I said, I'm not very picky. Wherever Gamer Bro wants to put it.
I mean, honestly, I feel like there's one other cup that could go in C if we decide to have one C tier. I would put this one like low B though.
Okay.
I can
It's close enough to C. It's close enough to C, like, because you also have Choco Mountain and Paris, which are pretty good. So
they're okay. I will give you that. I will put it in B for those two tracks
it is,
alone. Like at least for Choco Mountain.
In its defense, it is the first cup, so it was supposed to be the most basic and simple one.
And it's so forgettable. Like I enjoy Paris, I enjoy Choco Mountain, but as a whole, I forget they're there most of the time.
Isn't that most first cups in Mario Kart games though?
Oh yes.
And even like Mushroom Cups, they usually have like the first three are like but then the last one's like yes. Like that. This one follows the same pattern.
But I mean, Wave 1 suffers more than any other wave. I'd say that I really do believe that Coconut Mall is the one and only big standout. Like if it wasn't for having that track, this wave entirely kind of would be very mediocre, and I think Nintendo knew that, which is why I think they put it in so early.
Yeah, marketing, man.
Literally.
Granted, people probably still would have bought it even if it wasn't in this wave. So.
Oh, they would have. They would have.
I would have.
Be there.
I was sold as soon as I saw Paris Promenade in the trailer.
Literally, the second I heard the Coconut Mall music, I think I ascended into out of my body for a second.
That was me because the trailer started with Paris right away as the first track that was shown, and I was like, I'm sold. You don't need to show me no more. There's 4 tracks. That's all I need. I'm already sold.
All right. The Lucky Cat Cup with Tokyo Blur, Shroom Ridge, Sky Garden, and Ninja Hideaway.
I don't want to start this one because I know I'm going to make people mad at me.
I had Sky Garden and Shroom Ridge both in B, so they're like average. I had Tokyo Blur as my only C tier one, but then Ninja Hideaway is like an A. Wow. This one's hard.
So
I have Coconut Mall higher than Ninja Hideaway, so this is the one I could put in C. I could willingly see in C tier if I were to put one in there.
If we're to agree that this one can go in C, I'd be cool with that. This is the second and only other one I put in C tier. Like, don't get me wrong, I love Shroom Ridge. I tolerate Sky Garden, but I'm one of the people that does not love Ninja Hideaway. I think it's a fun track, but I could very easily live without it.
Fair. And I mean, when you're looking at the 2 city tracks, Paris is better between the 2. So
I think we discussed this in our actual track ranking, but I think Tokyo Blur was my least favorite or second least favorite or something like that.
On our tier list, we had it as the lowest tiered city track out of all of them. So
then I think that's a sign.
Yeah, I think this one could be in C just for. I mean, granted, Tokyo Blur had to be in Wave 1 because if it wasn't, it would have been weird.
Oh God, yeah, it would have been
All right, so
So
where you guys?
C tier.
Okay.
yeah, we'll make this our probably only C tier, maybe,
Yeah,
unless there's
I
another
think
one.
no,
Alright.
those were
But
my only two that I put in
I
C.
think a lot of cups progressively got better as the waves went on. So
Agreed.
not just like with like just the overall cups, but like the track selection each time like got better and better.
Oh, absolutely.
All right, so for the sake of the video editing, for Wave 1, we have the Golden Dash Cup, which was placed in B, and the Lucky Cat Cup, which was placed in C. Now on to Wave 2. The Turn Up Cup, which includes New York Minute, Mario Circuit 3, which only Matt likes, and Calamari Desert,
How dare
and Waluigi Pinball.
I don't. The competitive scene likes it. The competitive scene likes this track. Trust me.
Is that a good thing?
Yes. Because it's a
So
very
Oh
competitive
yes,
track.
we should
It's
only
really good
ever
for...
play on Battlefield or Omega. Always.
This literally is like the Battlefield Final Destination of the Booster Course Pass for some comp players. Like it's good for catching up. That's why it's so competitive.
I'll cut right to the chase though. This is a B tier. Like New York is fine.
I agree.
Mario
By the way,
Mario
I put it in
Circuit's
the same.
harmless. Waluigi Pinball absolutely is what like really boosts this cup though. I won't lie.
Boosted course
They based
pass.
It did.
They basically like pulled off what they did with Golden Dash again. They kind of did like, okay, there's some like average ones, and then boom, big fan favorite right at the end. So
I'd
yeah,
be a little bit nicer to it. Like Calamari Desert absolutely has a fan
yeah.
base, and I think they made some good changes to it.
Just
And
ask Schaeferless Productions. It's like
but
his favorite Minecraft 64 track.
I do think Paris is probably a little bit better than New York. I'm probably counteracting myself from
Did
the other
I?
video
I
by saying
You
that,
say
but I don't
that
remember.
Paris is more prominent.
Oh my
I'm
god.
leaving this video.
Actually, I agree. Actually, on my tier list, I do have Paris higher tier than New York. So yeah.
So I do
But
think they kind of balance.
I put it I put it in B, but it's one tier higher than Golden Dash, just because I think Calamari Desert and Waluigi Pinball, and even Mario Circuit 3 are the ones that really do it for me.
See, I'm looking at the tracks right now, and it's frustrating.
Or at least
because,
Calamari and Waluigi.
Well, it's like I like Paris more than New York. Mario Circuit 3 and Toad Circuit are about the same for me. I think I prefer Choco Mountain to Calamari, and I prefer Coconut Mall. So I'm like,
Oh, yeah.
can I really
I
say
also-
it's worse?
I also like to think about first impressions. Like New York Minute was cool because it was Tour's first ever Nitro track finally in the game. Mario Circuit 3, it's like another circuit track, but it amps the difficulty up a little bit. Calamari Desert with the big surprise with it like merging into the tracks now, and then just having Waluigi Pinball ending it off. Like for me, that's also like
No, it's
Not-
true. I do think as a whole, the cup is probably better than the Golden Dash Cup, and I'm also just like, the Golden Dash has some higher highs in my opinion.
we're still at the kind of keeping it simple, but we're getting there. We're picking up slowly.
So where's this going?
B tier. I'm not entirely sure
Yeah.
Above Golden
where.
Dash?
I have it above Golden Dash personally, but
If
I
I
don't
was
know
to
if-
argue it right now, which kind of am, I would say below Golden Dash, but I'm also not super picky on that.
see, I'm the opposite. I like Calamari more than Choco Mountain and Mario Circuit 3 more than Toad Circuit. So that's why I'm
And
like,
see, this is something I'm
Ugh.
not gonna fight for. Because I'm like, I'm not gonna be fighting for Choco Mountain today.
the track's not worth it.
No,
I'd put high B personally.
because at least I can remember that Calamari Desert's in the game.
So
True.
high above, but I think Golden Dash will end up being at the bottom of B because that's what you said before. So
Probably.
all right.
Yeah.
All right. So Propeller Cup, Sydney Sprint, Snowland, Mushroom Gorge, and Sky High Sunday. Little split.
Ooh, yes. Little Whip's course.
I want
next.
I want to so badly put this in A tier, but Sky High Sunday is in this cup, which makes me not want to do that.
It's so much better in Tour, and I hate to say that.
Like Sydney, Snowland, and Mushroom Gorge are fantastic tracks, and then you got Sky High Sunday.
Speak for yourself.
It We've already discussed this. It makes me mad.
I like the track. I have it in A tier, so I can't really be too harsh on
I
it. But
won't fight you because I do, in my heart, want to put it in A tier. I'm
you
just
know what?
always going to be looking at this and being like, "There's that one ice cream stain on a beautiful cup."
It's like what you said about calamari though. It does have a fan base. Like some of my friends on Twitter actually do like this course. So
So where did you put it?
It's kind of like disappointment. I put it in B tier, but I'm willing to put it in A tier.
I have it low A. It's my lowest of all
I'm
the
fine
A
with
tier
that.
ones.
I'm fine with that.
Low A.
Yeah.
All right, that was
Because
wave.
I only put three cups in A tier, so I'm gonna have to budge on one or two, I'm sure.
All right.
Yeah.
All right, so that was wave 2. So A tier propeller cup, B tier turnip cup, golden dash cup, and C tier lucky cat cup. All right, wave 3, starting with the rock cup, London Loop, Boo Lake, Rock Mountain, and Maple Treeway.
Ooh, now we're really getting better here. I have it also an A, but it's much higher than propeller.
Really, I put it in B tier, much lower than propeller.
Oh,
Don't get me wrong. I love Maple Treeway. I really do enjoy Rock Mountain and Boo Lake.
actually,
London's
wait,
okay, but we're comparing. I think
Hold
Mushroom
on.
Gorge is like the saving grace on that cup.
I have now moved it
I
after I think I did my ranking wrong looking at it because like two of these are like B tier tracks, at least on mine, and then Blue Lake's like an A, but Maple Treeway is like S. Okay, yeah, I moved it. I'm changing my mind. I'm putting it in high B. I'll put it top
I
B
can
for
live with
Maple
that
Treeway.
because it's
High
like
B
for
because
me,
Maple
it's
Treeway.
yeah, for me, it's basically Maple versus Mushroom Gorge, and I do love those tracks almost equally. But then you go, okay, it's between Sydney and London, and I much prefer Sydney.
I'm actually surprised they didn't put Rock in Wave 2, but I think they wanted to put it in Rock Cup, so
They had to.
everyone knew that course was coming when we saw Rock Cup.
Exactly. But yeah, I'm cool with B.
Yeah, high B. Looking at it now, I'm like, yeah. Maple Treeway said the.
So you got turnip and golden dash in there.
Mm-hmm.
So above turnip.
I have a both above both.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm cool with that.
For having a decent 3DS track and a better city track, and then Maple Treeway.
Literally.
And then a pretty good GBA track. So.
All right, the Moon Cup, Berlin Byways, Peach Gardens, Merry Mountain, and Rainbow Road.
You know, I will say, speaking of cups, it's kind of funny that they didn't put Moon View Highway in this cup. I'm just saying.
Ha ha ha! Will you be here all week? Had to pull out the Scott the Waz joke there.
Taxes.
Now my taxes.
This is one of my 3 A tiers. This cup is very good, very strong.
Yeah, but where's the woohoos?
I don't know, but I'm not going to punish this cup for not having it. None of the cups do.
They weren't in tour. They never had a chance, sadly.
I know, that breaks my heart. They better be in the next one.
But I do think it, like one of them is definitely getting in next game, no doubt.
I don't care what they have to do. I want both, or I want them putting together into one mega track. I do not care.
Jesus, a 6-part track? That's crazy.
That'd be way too long.
That'd
be the next N64 Rainbow Road.
Give me an 8-minute track.
But it wouldn't even. How would you even make that work? Because you go on the beach and then you have to like really make the track.
When you go for the second loop, it's the same way as like the tours tracks. You go backwards.
It's so easy. You have a skybox that can change time of day, and they change it so as you get closer to nearing the town in like the loop, it starts getting to be sunset. And then you instead of like starting where you cross the bridge, and that's when you start going up the mountain.
I kind of like that because both of them have their own charm, and I think they're better off separate because it's like you have just around the island or through the mountain.
I'd rather it be two, but if I can only have one, I want one in both.
I like how your description of this is simultaneously a prediction and also a jab at Sunset. What is it?
Sunset
Wilds.
Wilds. Thank you for catching that.
You'll
Don't
have
worry,
a
next game-
skybox. You're so aggressive.
Don't worry.
with it.
Don't worry. Next game's engine will they'll probably definitely make sure the next game's
Better
engine
be.
can handle lighting changes.
Probably 10 years newer than the one we had for 8. It better
Yeah,
be.
to be fair, because the game is using a 2014 Nintendo lighting engine.
It's probably using a 2012 lighting engine.
Actually, yeah, because that's what. That's. I mean, I can understand. I can understand how that would be harder to update now, especially.
Back when Nintendo didn't understand how to develop an HD video game.
Yeah. Which is crazy
They were
because
new to it.
the Booster Course Pass looks worse than the base game, and the base game is incredible for someone that doesn't know how to do HD game. So
That's because the DLC is probably made by the Tor developers, so
Yeah.
not as big of a team.
anyway, where did you guys put this cup?
I put in
Moon
there.
Cup. Yeah, high A, top of A.
Agreed.
Okay.
I almost had an S, but I like what I do with the courses. I try to restrict how many I put in S, so I moved it down to top of A.
All right.
I can live with that.
So that was the end of Wave 3 and also the end of Year 1. To recap, you have A tier, Moon Cup, Propeller Cup. B tier, Rock Cup, Turnip Cup, Golden Dash Cup, and C tier, Lucky Cat Cup. All right, moving on to Year 2 with Wave 4,
Yep.
the Fruit Cup with Amsterdam Drift, Riverside Park, DK Summit, which should be DK Pass, and Yoshi's Island.
Nah. Also, still missed opportunity to just make Moon Cup entirely night tracks. I really thought that would be the case. 2 of them are day and 2 of them are night, but whatever.
So I put Fruit Cup in A because DK Summit, Yoshi's
Same.
Island, fantastic. Riverside
Yes.
Park is underrated, and so is Amsterdam.
Yes, I agree. I have it in A, right below Moon Cup.
Agreed.
Sorry.
Although I almost thought about moving it above Moon for Yoshi's Island because I love that track and it's my second favorite track in the DLC. But honestly, they could be interchangeable for me. The Moon Cup and Fruit Cup, they could be interchangeable.
I wouldn't be against doing it, but I'm also just like, Peach Gardens is better than DK Summit, and that's how I'm gauging this for some reason.
Yeah, for me, it's like it depends on my mood. Sometimes I might like Fruit Cup better than Moon Cup.
Yeah, that's fair.
So, what does that mean, though? What does that mean
A
for
tier.
me? A tier.
A tier
where?
below the Moon Cup.
Yeah.
All right. So that was the Fruit Cup. Now we're moving on to the Boomerang Cup with Bangkok Rush, Mario Circuit, DS, I should say, Waluigi Stadium, and Singapore Speedway.
This cup is so freaking good. Oh, this cup is so good. Banger
Notice
after
how I'm
banger
staying-
after
notice
banger
how I'm
after
staying
banger in
quiet
this
for a
cup.
reason. I don't like this cup.
This is like one of the best cups in the entire game. My third favorite, in fact. I have it in S tier.
I gotta disagree, and you're gonna be upset where I put this. Oh, I'm sorry, Mario Circuit. That one stung just because of what we could have gotten. It's an okay track, but it stung for how late, like the DLC we got it. I don't love Bangkok. Waluigi Stadium's good, not my favorite, and Singapore is fantastic. So I put it like low B tier.
Yeah, but anything GameCube is your favorite.
But Waluigi Stadium's a track that I understand
bias.
Thank you. No, I understand the favoritism towards Waluigi Stadium. It was also one I wasn't really rooting to come back. So
Well, we kind of knew it. We kind of knew it would though when it got leaked for Wave 3 originally.
And don't worry, my disappointment was prevalent there too.
Thankfully, we still got it, even if it had to be pushed back a wave. Although people say it was worth it because of how good it looks. So I guess, you know what?
It does look really good. I'll give them that.
Maybe the delay was worth it for how cool it looks. More time
I am
to
willing
develop
to
the
put it
graphics.
in the I would prefer it to be under the Moon Cup, but this is
But
obviously
still an
one of your
A?
Yes, this is obviously
Oh,
one of your favorite cups. I'm not gonna be a douche and like try to push it far
So
down.
bottom of A.
yeah, or middle A or whatever else is an A, right under Moon Cup.
It's
Yeah,
moon.
Because like,
It's moon fruit propeller.
yeah, above fruit, but below
yeah, I
moon.
can live with that.
Because I got two of my favorite city tracks in here. Waluigi Stadium, one of my favorite tracks, and actually it's my favorite GCN track in the DLC. And then DS Mario Circuit is my favorite circuit track of the ones in the DLC. So it's like,
Yeah, I can live with that.
All
actually,
right.
I think it's my favorite Mario Circuit in general, even including the base game circuit
I thought you
tracks.
liked
Well, maybe
Mario Circuit 3.
besides Royal Raceway, actually, that might be the only one I like more than DS Mario Circuit, the only circuit track.
All right, so that's wave 4. So we have A tier, Moon Cup, Boomerang Cup, Fruit Cup, Propeller Cup, B tier, Rock Cup, Turnip Cup, Golden Dash Cup, and C tier, Lucky Cat Cup. On to wave 5 with the Feather Cup, Athens Dash, Daisy Cruiser, Mune View Highway, and Squeaky Clean Sprint. Congratulations,
Oh
Nathaniel
boy.
Mandy.
Hey, take a guess. Take a guess where I ranked each of these tracks.
Let's see.
SSSS.
Yes. So you know where the cup's going. This is my favorite cup in the entire DLC. This is top of S. So good.
I didn't put it in S. I put it in A. But any cup that has Daisy Cruiser, if we want to put it in S, I'm fine with that.
You're like just for Daisy Cruiser.
Literally,
But then you also
I was.
but then you also got Squeaky Clean Sprint too, like probably one of the most creative tracks they've ever made. Like
Yeah, I'm
racing
like,
through a freaking bathroom? Excuse me?
I don't really care for Moonview Highway that much. I think that was also one of the tracks, and I'm like, okay, little too much Mario Kart Wii. Let's pump the brakes here. But I'm not gonna be upset about it.
And then Athens, we did agree, even on our tier list, was like one of the better city tracks.
Oh,
So
Athens is fantastic.
I like to call it the city track that
Palutena.
doesn't feel like a city track.
Also Palutena.
I know, missed opportunity to make that statue a statue of Palutena. I could have had a reference in there. Would have been great.
Honestly,
Bro,
Alright,
that would have been
S tier.
that if they made that statue Palutena, this would have been my number one favorite course in the entire game.
Just, you know, it'd be funny if they
Just
used
for that.
Aston that like in the next game they start doing like Smash reveal trailers and they start revealing courses and character, and all of a sudden like it's Athens Dash and you're like, oh, Athens Dash, and then Kratos shows up. That would be so funny.
You know, if I were to pick a tour course to get like a Smash stage or something, I would probably pick Athens because that one would be a really cool stage.
Oh, it's Kratos.
Oh, that's funny. Kratos.
All right, the Cherry Cup
Oh,
with
that's funny.
Los Angeles Laps, which is your home place. Sunset
My favorite city track.
Wilds, Koopa Cape, and Vancouver Velocity.
Ooh, okay, yeah. Where did I put this? Okay.
Why is
I
it
have
called
this-
the Double Cherry?
I don't know. Well, because most cups are usually like one word. I know like Golden Dash and Lucky Cat decided to be built different, but
That's the
Bro.
only one. It's like Golden Dash. Yeah, some people call it the golden mushroom.
Yeah.
But
I just say I like to keep it consistent and use one word. I just say Dash and Cat cup. That's usually what I just say. It's like all right,
Fair.
that
don't we
works.
have the other one's called Bell, huh?
Yeah, that's why they had to call it that, I guess, though, because
I mean, that's what it's called. It's a Lucky Cat.
'Cause it's-
Though. But
even if they just kept it one word, they could have just done Lucky Cup or Cat Cup or I don't know.
are you guys one that to call the power ups by the way that the actual item is, or do you call it like what it's actually called, like the cape suit, or do you call it the feather suit, or the acorn suit?
Well, I call it the cape is the feather, so I just call it the cape feather.
same.
No, I mean like
Are you-
like the acorn, like in Mario U, I always call it the acorn suit, not the raccoon or the what's it called, the flying squirrel suit.
Oh yeah, I just call it the acorn. Yeah. Well, sometimes. I am one of those people though. I usually call it what the game calls it. Yes, I'm someone who calls it the spiny shell, not the blue shell, because there's a separate item that's a blue shell in the Mario series.
Or the raccoon suit, which is like there's 4 different versions of the raccoon suit, and they're
The
not even-
Tanuki suit, the Tanuki tail, the Kitsune Luigi, because Luigi is a different version of it.
Anyway, Cherry, where you guys put it?
B
A
tier. We all know my hatred for Sunset Wilds. Los Angeles was an okay city track. It wasn't my favorite. Hoopa Cape, while I do love it, it does feel like it's kind of gotten worse ever since Mario Kart Wii. Like, I don't know, it just doesn't feel the same anymore. It's still very good. It doesn't feel as exciting as it was back in Wii. And then Vancouver Velocity is fantastic. So I'd say like upper B.
I have it lowish A. Well, I have 5 in A tier, so I guess it'd be the lower part of that because there's one directly in the middle.
So above rock or
So,
below propeller?
I have it above propeller
Above propeller?
in my tier list because I have propeller as low A and I have it right above that.
I will be fine with that purely because Sunset Wilds today feels less annoying to me than Sky High Sunday.
Really?
I don't know. I
Wow.
feel extra angry towards that track today.
On this list, if you put it below propeller, it would, I don't know, I feel like that's more the middle ground, but you could put it above propeller as well.
Yeah, because that's where I have it.
That's fine.
It's like Sunset Wilds, I like it. I don't really care whether or not it isn't the same. And then LA Labs, favorite city track, so that helped. And then Koopa Cape and Vancouver Velocity I love, so yeah.
I can live with that.
All right, so that's the end of Wave 5. So we have S tier, Feather Cup, A tier, Moon Cup, Boomerang Cup, Fruit Cup, Cherry Cup, Propeller Cup, B tier, Rock Cup, Turnip Cup, Golden Dash Cup, and C tier, Lucky Cat Cup. All right, moving on to Wave 6, you have the Acorn Cup, which includes Rome, Avanti, DK Mountain, Daisy Circuit, and Piranha Plant Cove.
Ooh, okay.
So I've changed my mind. This is going to be the one cup that I want in S tier.
Oh, wow.
I'm
okay,
like,
I was not expecting that. I'll be honest. Wow.
I wasn't either. I think I put this one in A in my original rankings, but I'm looking at DK Mountain, a banger. Rome Avanti, a banger.
You're like
Piranha Plant Cove, a banger.
All bangers.
Did you just call Rome Avanti a banger? Because when we did our ranking, you were like mixed on it. I guess maybe you've changed your opinion, which is kind of nice.
Maybe I don't know. Maybe I was just in a bad state with it, but I'm like, at least when the DLC first came out, I was like, I love Rome. I think part of me at the time liked Rome more than Athens.
Yeah, it is one of the best. Like, I said the cups got better as it went on. The city tracks definitely got better as it went on. Like,
so honestly,
they purposely saved the better ones for the second half.
If I did that during our track recording, maybe it was just because I was fatigued at that point and just wanted it over. But we were
like 2 hours into it at that point.
Yeah, so I think probably stop listening to my opinions after like Wave 4 in that recording.
Yeah, because Rome is really good. It's one of the longer city tracks too. Like it's actually pretty long. Like. It's like almost 3 minutes.
For Daisy Circuit, I'm not mad that it's there, but it kind of falls in the same plane as Moonview Highway, where I'm like, yeah, this course is harmless, but I didn't really need it or want it.
If I could be honest, I probably would have swapped this with Wave 5 and put Moonview Highway in this cup because I think that Moonview would have at least fit better in this cup.
I think so. I agree.
Daisy Circuit was probably like they just needed a replacement for Pipeline or something, so they just had to quickly rush it in. Because if it does feel the most like out of place, even at Ice World, it's like okay, it was a special cup track in 7, that makes sense. But Daisy Circuit's like, what?
So literally. This in S or?
I have it middle of A, like smack in the middle, above 2 and below 2 cups in A.
How do I get this to S tier? How do I negotiate this? Do I have to concede anything to you to get this to S tier? I will work with you.
To be honest with you, I have Rome in A. Where did I put DK Mountain? That's S, and I have Cove in double S. I only put it there because of Daisy Circuit, but I could move it to low S.
Do I need to help you bump Boomerang Cup up? Is that what I need to do?
Do we move
them both up to S tier?
Didn't we already put Boomerang? Wait, which one did we put in S already?
I thought we put. I think we put the Moon Cup in S tier, if I'm not mistaken. Or am I mistaken? I don't remember.
Jaden, is that?
No, we put the Feather Cup in there.
Oh, okay, that's right. Yeah. See, because I'm like, I don't have. I mean, I have 3 S tiers on mine. That's kind of what I limited it to. So I feel like 3 is a good number. Of 12 cups, like you have like the top 3. So I don't know.
I will warn you, I am not putting Spiny Cup in S or A tier in my ranking.
Oh, see, that's what I wanted to wait for. Dang it!
I'm gonna give you that spoiler. Like, don't get me wrong, I do love a few of the tracks, but I don't think they're great.
Let's just like put Acorn low S for now, and then maybe after we can move a couple around if we feel like we can do it. I'm even gonna move it up. I'm gonna move it up to top of A on mine just because I already have 3 S tiers. Because now that I looked at it, yeah.
Okay.
It's actually a pretty good cup.
All right, Spiny Cup, Madrid Drive, Rosalina's Ice World, and Bowser's Castle 3.
And we Rainbow Road.
Oh, sorry.
I was gonna say, is there just 3 in this cup?
Oh, my bad.
All right, so let me sell you on why I don't love this. I don't love this cup. Madrid is fun. Madrid's also kind of forgettable in my opinion. It's not a bad track. It's just probably somewhere in like the lower upper end. So it's like it's good, but it's also what I'm not craving to go on. Rosalina's Ice World. If we could have gotten any other 7 track, I think I would have been happier. Like, don't get me wrong, it's not a bad track. It's just that I was like so WTF about.
For a while, I always thought if we were gonna get another one, that it would have been Wario Shipyard.
I was hoping for Shy Guy Bazaar, but I would have gladly taken Shipyard over this.
Bazaar would have been too easy for Spiny Cup.
And I agree with that, but I was like, it should have been.
So Wario Shipyard would have been like.
It's Christmas time.
Yeah.
You have to have a Christmas map.
That's the thing. I really feel like it's this wave's Christmas map, and I get it.
Almost every wave like had a snowy track too, except wave 1. Like we had at least one in every wave. So.
Bowser Castle 3 is a really great course. It still strikes me as rather basic, and that's just my bias for not really enjoying the SNES tracks very much nowadays. And then Wii Rainbow Road, love it, adore it, but I still prefer the 3DS one.
Fair. I mean, you gotta give SNES Bowser Castle 3 for at least not being flat and actually like doing something different with an SNES track.
Did a lot of work, and I'm very grateful for it.
This is why we didn't get a GBA track. This is why we didn't get a GBA track in Wave 6, because they replaced it with this remake, because it basically is like honestly, kind of the same style.
I'm grateful for that. We got a great selection of GBA tracks in Sunset Wilds.
Yeah.
So I'd probably bump it up for me to like middle A. I don't want to put it in S tier, but I am willing to negotiate it.
This is my second favorite cup. It's right above Boomerang and below Feather. Like this cup, like for me, it might be more of a personal reason, but I like this. Like Rosalina's Ice World's a decent track. I like it. SNES Bowser's Castle 3 honestly blows my mind every time I play it, because it's just, I can't believe it's an SNES track. But like Wii Rainbow Road and Madrid Drive are the ones where it's like a really kind of personal meaning for me, because like Wii Rainbow Road, I literally cried playing this track the first time, like the remake in a deluxe. Like I was back in my childhood, and the fact that they kept it the same length and pretty much exactly the same way it was, like, and going through all this DLC 2 years in and end it with that and be teleported back to my like 8-year-old self, like that
and
was
I'm willing to put it in S tier, but if you need to knock one down, I have 3.
Madrid's personal reason is that like it was Tor's last ever Nitro track, and it also like playing it in the DLC kind of, it almost gave me goosebumps of like, this is it. Not only am I starting to play the last cup of the DLC, but this is like the last Nitro track Tor ever added. Like this is insane. I played Tor for the 4 years it lasted. I played Tor for all 4 years it lasted.
You'll get the one new Nitro track from Tor that didn't come in the next game.
Pipeline. I'm still, it's weird because I don't even Daisy Circuit. I despise you for taking the track away.
Like, don't get me wrong. I was laughing my ass off when it happened, because I'm like, all of these tracks, and Nintendo decided to not put in one.
Because like, think what you want about the Tor tracks, but it's like at this point they already had a formula going that they were going to add every single one, and then they missed that one. even even if you don't like all the tour tracks, you're even the people that don't like tour, they're like,
Preservation.
come on. But I do,
Yeah, no.
like I said, I think this Daisy Circuit was probably like almost like a rushed kind of choice because something happened and they probably are already developing it for the next game. So I don't think they would let it go. I don't think they would leave that one just be like, oh, forget it. We're just not going to ever bring it back. I think it'll be there. Also, off topic, this reminds me, but Pipe Tour is coming up soon, and I need to load up Tour again and play that because it'll be the only time I'll get to play Pipeline again for a while.
So where are you?
I'm like, I'm just gonna.
It sounds like
I have
we're
it
putting
S.
in S tier.
S tier? Okay. Alright, so that was the end of Wave 6 and the end of Year 2 and the end of the Booster Course Pass. So, we have S tier Feather Cup, Acorn Cup, Blue Shell Cup. A tier Moon Cup, Boomerang Cup, Fruit Cup, Cherry Cup, which they're both fruit. Propeller Cup, Rock Cup. Oh, sorry, B tier Rock Cup, Turnip Cup, Mushroom Golden Dash Cup, and then C tier Lucky Cat Cup.
Also, I want to say, you know what I like about the Golden Dash Cup? They use the name of the item from Super Mario Party. Because in Super Mario Party, it's called a Golden Dash Mushroom. But in Mario Kart, it's just golden. It's just Golden Mushroom in Mario Kart. So it's kind of funny. Then maybe that's its new name now. They're just gonna start calling it Golden Dash Mushroom.
I could see it.
To be fair, that might be because of New Super Mario Brothers 2 with the like. Well, they had like golden flowers, but they didn't have golden mushrooms.
Yes, they did.
They did, yeah.
They did.
Maybe that's why they renamed it to Golden Dash Mushroom,
Whoa.
so that it's.
What the?
What?
What is playing right now?
I don't hear anything.
I don't either.
What are you hearing?
Are the sounds in the
right
room
now.
with us?
No, some ad just played somewhere, and I don't know where. And it was really loud. Luckily, the video didn't hear it, but I don't know what
Sounds
just played.
like a you problem.
Okay.
Ads on Discord? What is this?
All right, what did you guys?
Oh, was it on the website? Was it on the Mario Wiki?
Yeah.
Where like an ad was playing? I have ad blockers, so I can't relate.
All right, so any changes?
I think I'm happy.
What was the one you wanted? There was one you said you wanted an S, wasn't it? Or did we put that up there?
I think the 3 we agreed on that are already an S are the ones I'm fine with.
Feather, Acorn, Blue Shell.
Yeah.
I made the concession if you wanted to put Boomerang up in the S tier to get Acorn up there, that's up to you. I know you want 3.
See, it's weird because personally I like Boomerang a bit better than Acorn, but I know you really like Acorn.
See, that's the thing. If I was to move Boomerang up for you, I would probably be asking to move Feather down. And that's your call.
I'll accept it. We'll leave it. I'm fine with that. We can do Feather. We can do Feather, Acorn, and Spiny. I think that works.
Perfect.
All right. So
just for Daisy Cruiser and DK Mountain.
Literally.
This is the definitive tier list. If you disagree with us, you're wrong. No, I'm just kidding. We want to hear your opinions down in the comments down below. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, that's it for our Mario Kart Track and Cup tier list. How do you guys feel now that we are done with this arc of the channel?
As somebody who's participated in this the least, I'm so happy it's finally over.
Well, as the one who's participated in it the most.
You have an outsider's perspective. It's a unique perspective.
Yeah.
Very true. I'm a very casual Mario Kart fan.
It's nice to get some guests on there to like mix up the rankings a bit too, so it's not just like me and Jaden and just like everyone else.
Literally.
I will say, yes, we unfortunately took a little bit too long of a break here at the end, but these videos just
life
yes,
happens.
I agree with you that it was good that we had guests, but man, did they just take way too long having 3 people. It's just
I think honestly, when we do the next Mario Kart game, it should just be me and you if it has like a lot of tracks, because like because otherwise it'll just be really long. I think if it was just me and you.
People are already predicting, well, it's like we're going to start with what 32 was it 32
No,
like
we always start with 32. They're thinking we're gonna start with 48.
starting with
At
48
yeah.
and then
I think they can do a booster course pass and just go back to 96 with 48 new.
Yeah.
But I think this time it'll be like you have 48 and it's 24 new, 24 retro at the start, and then they'll do DLC with 24 new nitro tracks and 24 more retros. So you get 48 retros, 48 nitros, a nice, perfect mix.
it's just a lot.
I honestly think Mario Kart's gonna be the Smash Bros of this generation, where it comes out, it's got a bunch of content, but you're just
Next
gonna
game
see
straight
like
up should
3-4 years
just
of
be-
support.
Yeah, honestly, Mario Kart, like the next game really should just pull the ultimate treatment. Bring everyone back. Like I wouldn't say every course because that'd be a bit much. Like 96, I think is fine. Like just like 96 is fine, but like have every character back. Like, and then also that includes like every like tour costume. Like give everyone costumes.
Yeah, just
and then you can just have like
characters like Pink Gold Peach shouldn't like exist anymore, and they should just be.
But
costumes.
Nabbit should take up 6 character slots because he's that important.
But he doesn't have
It
any
depends on-
alternate looks. He just has he's just Nabbit.
Give him some. Make him some.
Yeah.
I don't care.
I was gonna say I think they could bring back all the tour ones, but then also make new ones.
Give me Dr. Nabbit. Give me Baby Nabbit.
Give
me
Peach.
Nabbit.
I know
Give
people
Peach
don't.
all of her costumes from Peach Showtime.
Pink Gold
cool.
Nabbit.
I know that people don't want Nintendo Kart, but I think that it is more creatively interesting, and it's fun for them to include Nintendo characters. Like Kirby not being in Mario Party or Mario Kart is honestly it's a huge missed opportunity. Especially
Kirby-
that air ride doesn't
Funny-
exist
Mario
anymore. Like, just
So
like
funny
I
you mentioned
guess
I don't know if any of you saw this video, but there was like a video like a week or so ago that this YouTuber that does a lot of the Smash videos, he made like this two-way like course and like character lineup for like Mario Kart 10 versus Nintendo Kart. And honestly, if I know this is gonna sound a little wacky just with how many retro tracks we got, but just imagine we get 48 tracks at launch, 24 Mario tracks that are brand new, and then 24 Nintendo tracks.
I don't know. I kind of just
I'm
prefer mostly Mario things.
I'm kind of tired of retro tracks. I'm not gonna lie to you.
I think it would be cool.
all right,
but
well,
like I would rather more like
no
like a
Double Dash
small-
Rainbow Road then for you.
I'm cool with that. I
Yes.
don't like Double Dash Rainbow Road that much.
I think it
The
would
Double
be,
Dash guy doesn't like the Double Dash Rainbow Road.
I
think-
prefer the
What?
Bowser Castle.
I think it's a
Okay,
cool
that's
concept,
based.
but I think what's better is that having Nintendo just be a small, like how is it in 8, just having Villager there and just like a bunch of little extra characters
as long
that you
as-
have and extra stages.
As long as the
as well.
roster is primarily and mostly like 90% Mario characters, I'm fine with that. Because I do not want like a lot of people who also are like against the crossover will agree that doing that would take away from other potential Mario characters who haven't had a chance to get in yet. Like,
yeah, the one thing I just don't understand about Nintendo is how they have spin-offs and like how it's not a celebration of the entire series up until this
But
point.
that's
Like-
the funny thing.
Like
is-
having Pauline and stuff finally join the roster again. That's the type of shit that we need to see.
I think the issue
Exactly.
is that if Nintendo does or does not go Nintendo Kart, a lot of these characters are not going to get added anyway. It's not
Yeah,
like they
that-
choose to not go with Nintendo Kart and then we're going to get,
I also-
Egad, Prince Florian, Cappy, all that
I also think
jazz.
if they were to do crossovers, they'd probably save them for DLC like they did with the original 8.
I can
think
see it.
I think as DLC it's better because it's more marketable that
sorry.
way.
Prince Florian is not gonna be a racer. There's no way in hell that tiny little bug.
I'm just throwing it out there. Give me Starlo, damn it.
If freaking Wiggler can be a freaking driver, Prince Florian can.
Yeah, but he's like microscopic. He fits in your hat.
So is so are other Mario characters that are still Mario Kart. Like some of the Baby Mario or Bowser was shrunk down for Mario Kart. Diddy Kong is technically scaled up a little bit because he's supposed to be a little bit smaller in the Donkey Kong games.
I just find it so funny now that we're entering the era of like Nintendo, like we're begging Nintendo to do things and they're like, oh, it's not possible, and now they're doing like, oh, sorry, Ridley's too big, he can't fit, and now he's in Smash, or oh, Bowser can't be a character, like he needs to be a boss, and now he's both a character and a boss, like.
And
Yep.
Steve can't be in Smash because he has no personality. Well, look where we are now.
Well, think about it. The lack of personality is personality in and of itself.
That's what makes him stand out. Like, he doesn't even have an idle animation. He literally is just standing there. He blinks. They at least added the blinking from Bedrock. I mean, that gives him something. But it's like, wow.
All right, very optimistic future. I'm very excited.
Never say Nintendo won't do this because they might.
No,
Because
they'll never ever make Mushroom Kingdom Warriors. It's impossible. How would they? Mario can't fight with a sword. Like, come on.
Oh wait! I need to manifest this. They'll never go say Mario movie themed track in the next Mario Kart. They'll never do that.
They'll never
give us
Twilight Princess on the Switch too.
They'll never make Pikmin 5, 6, and 7.
If the next Mario Kart game has variants and alternate swaps for characters, they'll never give us the movie designs as some of them.
How does that
with
even
their actual voice actors voicing them?
They'll never give us 2 brand new Zelda games back-to-back years. Oh, wait.
Even if I don't even care if Bowser looks similar. Just add his movie version, but just have him voiced by Jack Black. Like, I want Chris Pratt voice Mario in Mario Kart.
I want Peach as the stage track in the next Smash Bros.
Peach is a wait what?
Dude,
wait, the song.
Wait, it's not unlikely if Advent Children is a movie and can have music in Smash.
It's not gonna happen. I wish it would, but it's not gonna happen.
Advent Children is a sequel. Mario and Luigi,
but it's also a movie.
Is an adaptation. I know it's
still like.
It's not a video game. It's a sequel movie. The Mario Bros. Movie is an adaptation. There's a difference.
I mean, I guess, but maybe it's like if it's like originally owned or composed by the company, they can.
Like, or unless they hired if they hire what's his name that makes Final Fantasy VII and Kingdom Hearts.
Oh,
Nomura.
yeah.
They hire Nomura to connect all the Mario games together, and they're all canon.
I mean, I could see Nintendo just coming to Sakurai and being like, "Hey, can you put some music from the movie in there?"
All right. Well, I just wanted to see how you guys felt. I'm pretty tired of doing this series, but I'm excited for the prospect of future Mario Karts. And
we get a break from doing this for like a year at least.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're now able to enter.
It's a year.
Now we're done spamming your sub feeds with really long tier lists, but instead we're gonna spam your sub feeds with prediction videos.
Twilight Princess. Oh.
With prediction
that works too.
videos. So we're entering a new arc.
Me and Hylian are just gonna do like 20 Twilight Princess videos.
Literally, just every time.
What is that channel that just posts every 5 minutes? Oh, there's a new leak. Oh, Twilight Princess is finally coming.
Oh God, literally.
Oh, there's new evidence.
Smash Brothers, but it's
Miyamoto
Smash
walked
Brothers,
outside his house. Twilight Princess has to be coming.
Smash Brothers, but it's just Twilight Princess characters.
They should bring Twilight Princess Link back because that's technically a different character now.
I think it'd be cool, even if they don't want to have like clones, add Wolf Link and Midna as a character, just like a duo character, because it's Link, but he's not gonna be similar to the regular Link. He's gonna fight way differently. That'd be so cool.
This sounds like a very cool prediction video that we can have in the future, but I do want to wrap it up. Thank you guys so much for watching this series. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, don't forget to leave a like, not only on this video, but all of the other videos in the series, as well as the clips that I painstakingly made. And if you don't like this series, leave a comment below and saying that our opinions are absolutely wrong. Anyways, if you want to be a part of the conversation, join our Discord server, or if you want to support us in other ways, we have a Patreon that you can do something with. Anyways,
subscribe, give us money.
And we will see you guys next time.
Bye, guys.
Bye.